It was 31st December of the year 1932 where a diamond was born in the village of Padarli. Ganeshmalji was the name of the child who was the son of Manubai Hirachandji Sakaria living in Mumbai. Exactly matching to his characteristics, the child was named Ganeshmal. Ganeshmalji was brought up in fondness and indulgence, and togetherness was also embellished well. Days passed by and Ganeshmalji grew up to school-going age. His parents took his admission in a convent school. Being a clever and genius child, he always topped. He dreamt of possessing a prestigious degree. In his teenage, he had been classmate of famous film actor Shashi Kapoor. When Shashi Kapoor was working for film Bhakt Dhruv, sharing same bench, his thoughts matched Shashi Kapoor's thought, and even he got engrossed in enjoying the maladies of passion cravings. On this side of spiritual way, Ganeshmalji's elder brother Jethmalji and his wife decided to renounce the world and accept monkhood, leaving behind their infant son who was just 14 months old. This news gave him a jerk, and after their Diksha, he wanted to meet his brother Mara Sahib Muni Jitendra Vijayji, later known as Mewar Deshodharak Jitendra Suri Mara Sahib. There, he also met Prem Sureshwarji Mara Sahib, who was known as proficient in karma philosophy and ocean of scriptural wisdom. Acharya Prem Suri Mara Sahib had a great conversation with him, and in between he said, "You always rank first and second in class. You should manifest this intellect in studying Jain scriptures." These magical words made him contemplate materialistic and purely intellectualistic education, only a craving for mundane pleasures, while spiritual education brings serenity and felicity. Though his engagement was fixed, he ignored the materialistic aspects and gave priority to metaphysical and spiritual aspects. Due to affection, parents clearly refused him to take this step, but his immense desire for salvation did not allow him to accept defeat, and he ran away towards Daman in Portuguese state where his mentor was residing. On reaching there, he convinced the police, but nothing worked and he was brought back home. His father got deeply agitated by this act, so in anger, he came to hit him with a thick stick. Then also he clearly answered, "Do whatever you wish to. In any circumstances, I am going to take Diksha." By the efficacy of some great punya, Hirachandji permitted him for Diksha. A grand Diksha festival was organized on 7th February 1954 in Dadar in the presence of his mentor Acharya Prem Sureshwarji Mara Sahib. At the age of 21 years, he accepted monkhood, was named as Muni Gunratna Vijayji, and was declared as the disciple of Muni Jitendra Vijayji, and his span of initiation began. Incisive intelligence made him eager to study the sublime doctrine of Jainism. Not only this, in his every nerve, he had great veneration towards the command of Tirthankar Bhagwan. He became renowned scholar of Prakrit Sanskrit grammar and had mastered every aspect of Indian philosophy. Along with following the strict code of conduct of Jainism, he sunk into the endless ocean of Jain literature. Together with this, he got indulged in seva of his mentor, Guru Acharya Prem Suri Mara Sahib Ji. He did this for continuous 14 years. Also, in his last time, he made him listen his favorite hymns of Jhanjhariya Rishi and many more aphorisms. This led to peaceful death of Dada Gurudev. The result of this seva, he was given the last Rajoharan of Dada Gurudev. due to which he gave 451 Diksha and attained the title of Suri Premlab Prasad 451 Diksha Daneshwari. Not only this, when he gave 400th Rajoharan in Surat, he was felicitated with the letter of India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi. In his name of highest Rajoharan donor was recorded in India Book of Records, Asia Book of Records and Gujarat Book of Records. Many historic programs such as First Collective 12 Diksha at Takatgarh, 11 at Padarli, 28 at Surat, 38 at Palithana and recent historical Diksha of industrialist Plastic King Bhavar Lal Ji Doshi were conducted in presence of Pujya Sahib Ji. Also, historical Vinita Nagri Chaturmas and Updhan Tap at Palithana, KP Sanghvi family organized pilgrimage including 600 pilgrims, Pratishta of famous Teerth such as Jeerawala Bheru Tarak, Pavapuri, Sukhdam were also conducted in presence of Pujya Sahib Ji. In all, 63 pilgrimages to holy places, 37 Updhan Tap, 90 Pratishta, 35 Anjan Shalaka, 44 Shibirs, Navanu Yatra of famous holy places, Palithana, comprising of 2200 Yatriks, etc. Many prestigious programs were conducted in presence of Sahib Ji, which led to great majesty of Jain regime. His motivating and heart-rendering sessions created a magical effect on people from all walk of life. One unmatched illustration of that was MBBS, Mia Bibi Bachche Saath Mein, took Diksha by his motivation. Using his knowledge, logic, intelligence and convincing power, he was successful in changing the mindset of modern generation regarding the spiritual aspects. In order to achieve the lofty objective of bringing about spiritual awakening in the younger generation, he started organizing innovative concept of Shabir, that is youth camps, which were continued for 45 years. His only inspiration to the disciples was follow the code of conduct of initiation according to the commandments of Tirthankar Bhagwan in a devoted manner. Till the end of his life, he in his heart had a lofty objective and impelling enthusiasm to safeguard, preserve and to disseminate the Jain Sashan. His desire was that the Jain culture and scriptural wisdom of Vitrak Sashan should be ever flowing in this world. He taught his disciples the same. In spite of continuous vihar and ill health, and in spite of being always engaged in various spiritual austerities, the Acharya Shri put great efforts to inculcate the ideals of our culture in every human. Many youngsters, elderly people, scholars and others all attained great benefit from his sessions. Not only for elder ascetics but even for the young ascetic and all sadhu sadhvi, he carried a lot of respect and love. He always considered everyone superior to him. By means of surrender towards him, he enabled all his descendants to drink the sublime nectar of unity, through which he established a grand samudaya comprising of 9 Acharya Bhagwant, 12 Panyas Bhagwant, 130 Muni Bhagwant and a wide union of Sadhviji Bhagwant with a figure of 372. The last day for him was 13 July 2020. On this day, he carried out many auspicious work. Maybe he had got an intuition of his end, which was just away by few hours. In afternoon, he served a sweet dish to all 45 sadhus present there, and on doing this, he felt very pleasant. In evening hour, he got indulged with his daily rituals, and again contemplated that body and soul are different. body is perishable and soul is eternal. Although life is momentary as water bubble, our beloved, clairvoyant, profound thinker, skillful orator, versatile writer, breath last at 3:20 am in Kailash Nagar, Surat. His descendants, including 5 Acharya, 8 Panyas, around 90 sadhus and more than 300 sadhvijis were present there with him during his last moments. All of them continued chanting Navkar mantra in prolonged musical tone. His demise was shocking for not only his disciples but for the whole Jain Sashan, because it lost one precious diamond. On his demise, not only his descendants, not only the devotees, but even the clouds were weeping with great thundering sound. Nobody can win against the faith. The whole assembly was deeply agitated by this depressing incident. Acharya Shri took a farewell, but their fragrance in form of their embellishment are still with us. There are no appropriate words to describe the transformation brought about by this legend in this wise age of 21st century. Looking at his life, we understand that he lived many lives in one. Revered Acharya Shri was not a jack of all trades, but a master of all. He handed over his most reputed, unmatched ascetic legacy under his senior disciple Acharya Shri Punya Ratna Suri Maharaj Sahib and Acharya Shri Rashmi Ratna Suri Maharaj Sahib, and the legacy of Pravartani Sadhvi Shri Punya Rekha Shri Ji Maharaj Sahib, comprising of more than 350 Sadhvijis, would be led by able leader Acharya Shri Rashmi Ratna Maharaj Sahib Ji. Remembering the incredible mentor, great sage, late Shri Prem Suri Labd Prasad 451 Diksha Daneshwari Acharya Gun Ratna Suri Maharaj Sahib, we all get a wonderful inspiration of creating great veneration for Indian culture, for the sublime doctrine of Jainism, and for the Tirthankar Bhagwan and their commandments. O Venerable Gurudev, keep showering your divine blessings from heaven and grant us strength to lead the life in a noble and righteous way for the welfare and fruitfulness of this human state.